the National Football League. And this one features Swiss Army knife Taysom Hill. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs.
It is time for football
on EA
as
Sports.
we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. And we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
On second down, Goff. Now a screen set up for Achane. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. He gets this one to Moore. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right back to Moore, another grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. A run out of the gun with Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Look him up on a second down and 8. Goff to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They're led by former number 1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number 1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
Second down, it's Stafford. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the first down, Chiefs.
Off play action, it's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. To the left side, to Godwin.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
Now the first carry for King Henry. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The shotgun snap to Stafford. That'll be taken in by Moore.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Pitts is the man in motion. First down, Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a second down throw for Stafford. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Williams. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Room to run at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass. unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
That's good. Denver Broncos.
Throwing, Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's H.A. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Third down and 9. Now Goff in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If your quarterback is going to make a habit, Mike, of operating outside the numbers or the outer third of the field, you better neutralize the EMO. So what EMO stands for is the end man on the line. It could be a defensive end, a linebacker, or any walked-up perimeter player who is responsible for setting the edge. You have to get them accounted for, because if not, you better keep your quarterback in the pocket, or else you're going to suffer a lot of sacks.
The Chiefs offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. On first down, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, this is Achane. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Williams in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown Broncos. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Stafford now on second down. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Play action, Stafford. It's to the left side and taken in by Downs. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Ready. Play action now for Stafford. got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Chiefs are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
Here we go. What's that?
Goff to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Cut.
To throw is Goff. Now a screen set up for Achane. He's got room past the 35. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Goff. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
17. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Shell. What's that?
Goff. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's taken in by Achane. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Broncos will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Pitts is the man in motion. First down, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Pitts is the man in motion. Throw it on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We start in the AFC West. This no longer an all-California battle, but it's still a good one. The LA Chargers taking on Las Vegas. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars finish off a dreadful campaign with another loss. They could muster just one win all season, 1-16, as they get ready for big changes ahead. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They're going to go right back to Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go. Off play action. It's Stafford. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. And the Broncos are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here goes tonight.
Williams in motion.
Set.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Turbo set.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Maverick wall. Super. Set.
Throwing here is Goff. Checking it down, this one is caught. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Another really nice pickup there, Mike, and we've seen them continue to utilize him in the passing game really from the jump, and these are the kind of numbers you traditionally see out of a #1 receiver, but at least for this game here, he's been their #1 option in this offense.
Hold on.
A run up the middle with Achane. Ho-ho!
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the 1st half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the 2nd.
Here goes tonight.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he will get into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great example of the game within the game. You're going to hear the offensive line and the quarterback. They're making what they call a Mike declaration. It's not so much that that's who they're responsible for, but it sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. But in this case, the Mike was the one who came, so clearly either the running back missed his call or the offensive line didn't do their job, because either way, somebody has to have him accounted for, and instead, they take the sack.
Pitts is the man in motion. That is caught. He got Godwin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Downs goes in motion. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
The shotgun snap to Stafford. That's the tight end, Pitts. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pitts is the man in motion. That's into the hands of Moore. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Stafford. This one caught at the 4. And the Chiefs are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Stafford to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he will score. Game on. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, KC. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Broncos 24, Chiefs 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Has an opening. Past the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Denver. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Pass right side to Downs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down, it's Stafford. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Achane. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. This defense in desperate need of a stop. And here comes 3rd down. Here's a give to Achane. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the... So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Stafford now on 1st down. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send Godwin in motion. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They send Godwin in motion. A pass pulled in by Henry.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To the air again. Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Pitts is the man in motion. Stafford now on second down. Held on too long, and down he goes. Coverage sack there. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They finished the season on a high note. Now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.